Welcome to DaAi Headlines. I'm Wendy Chen. Thank you for joining us. Coming up in today's show, we join China City volunteers and team of medical staff as they hold a free clinic for residents in Hebei's Yi County. In Taiwan, families with elderly in special needs hire foreign laborers, but is this the way to solving the problem in the long run? And we meet Zheng Yingxie, a gold sculptor in Zhanghua's Lugang, who can carve almost anything and everything in gold. In China's Hebei province, following the conclusion of the first winter aid distribution at Niugang Township, Yi County, city volunteers held a free clinic on December 2nd to care for the local residents.
My waist is sore. When it's cold, the muscle in my leg withers.
Holding a can, 66-year-old Xu Dejiang stands outside the clinic room, talking about his symptoms, but his pain is going to be banished.
The acupuncture needle is heated and inserted into the patient's meridian to stimulate energy. The treatment is especially suitable in winter, so I insist on attending the free clinic every year.
After undergoing Dr. Wei's treatment, she gradually feels more relieved.
The residents here do quite labor-intensive work. Many of them have muscle pain. We want to help them relieve their suffering. We just try our best.
Treating the overwhelming number of patients, the three doctors do not complain at all, as they want to make sure the patients receive the best treatment.
The medical service here is not too good, but we can use our medical skills to treat as many patients as possible.
In the winter aid distribution, City volunteers bring blessings and aid supplies, and doctors help the residents relieve their pain, so that everyone will have a healthy and affluent new year.
In Central America, Guatemala was struck by a 7.4 magnitude earthquake on November 8th. To help survivors, City organized a series of disaster relief efforts. Recently, volunteers once again visited the village of San Pedro Zacatepecas, bringing food and other daily necessities to 1,373 affected families.
Over 1,000 local residents enthusiastically greet City volunteers because to arrive at this village in San Pedro Zacatepecas, volunteers had to depart Guatemala City at 4 a.m. Volunteers distributed a total of 11 different types of items to the villagers. These range from staples such as corn and black beans to pots, blankets, and other daily necessities. In addition to City volunteers, the Taiwan Agricultural Technical Mission and Taiwan's embassy in Guatemala also provided volunteers. The local government also sent police officers and military personnel to assist the relief efforts. This little boy carrying his brother was separated from his mother. Seeing this, volunteers rushed over to comfort them. Volunteers also provided care for the elderly residents.
We will gather our neighbors' share of supplies and use a car to transport items home. Thank you for your help.
Weighing over 30 kilograms, these supplies represent hope for surviving through the bitter and cold winter to local families.
As Taiwan's population increases in age, many families will hire foreign help to take care of their elderly family member. But does the enlisting of help from overseas really solve all of Taiwan's care problems? According to Taiwan's government, those with foreign laborers at home do not qualify for government subsidies, no matter the condition of their loved ones. Let's take a look.
I'll sit with my mother when she eats her lunch because sometimes if you take a break and don't check up on her, she will be unruly. Simple things like asking whether she has taken her medication will soothe her temperament.
In order to take care of my wife, I took an early retirement and spent time with her at Wanfang Hospital. She suffered a stroke in the year 2000. It has been 13 years now, hasn't it? Do you remember?
The words from the marriage vow, "In sickness and in health until death do us part." But what if your other half never recovers from an illness? Chen Xian's wife suffered a stroke years ago, and things have never been the same for the family.
Of course, I'm worried. I'm getting older too. What will happen when I can't take care of her?
Because my father was taking care of my mother full time after she got sick, he lost weight.
During the holidays, when they're not at work, the daughters help out the whole day.
If we have pictures, then this helps my mother to remember things.
As long as their mother is happy, everyone is happy, and life will seem normal for just a second. Taking care of loved ones isn't just a 1 or 2 day job, it's a long journey. Fortunately, with Nini, a hired help from Indonesia, the task of taking care of Miss Chen has alleviated some of the burden on the family.
If I didn't have Nini's help, I wouldn't be able to take care of my wife. She really helps me out.
But does having foreign labor solve all the problems?
I paid out of my own pocket for Nini to come take care of my wife. Yet because my family scraped together the money for help, the government does not provide subsidies for our situation. It's really unfair.
你好，你可以用中文自我介绍吗？
Many workers will have job training for 3 months in their own country, but communication will still be an issue. After being in the country for half a year, especially those from Indonesia, as they are very gentle, they will learn the language very quickly and can chat with the elderly.
Although hiring foreign labor is ideal, it is not a practice that has been factored into the government's long-term care system.
Full-time 24-hour caregiving is not a one-person job, it's a 3-person job. Yet we only ask 2 people, our family member and the foreign caregiver, to do it, while the government does not provide any support to them.
I have been taking care of my mother-in-law. She's 90 this year.
As a volunteer at New Taipei City's Family Caregiver Association, Chen Xian relates well to those who feel isolated in taking care of loved ones.
My mother-in-law is bedridden, and with no one to help me, besides taking care of her, I also have to cook meals.
As someone who has similar experience, Chen lends an ear and comforts other family caregivers, making them feel less alone on their difficult journey.
At Tainan City Senior High School, students not only receive a well-rounded education, but are also surrounded by over 800 dedicated volunteers. DaAi mothers teach elementary school students how to apply words of wisdom into their daily lives. For high school students, Sichen fathers and Ida mothers act as mentors, bridging the students' relationship with their parents and teachers.
Wednesday morning, over 100 of DaAi mothers visit the elementary division at the Tainan Tzu Senior High School. Through sharing personal experiences, Jing's aphorisms, as well as telling stories, volunteers guide students through every step of their lives, making sure they do not go astray.
We want students to learn how to behave and become well-mannered, so we teach them Jing's aphorisms and hope they can in turn share these words with their parents.
In high school classes, Tzu fathers and Ida mothers serve as mentors who lend a listening ear. They act as a bridge between students and their parents and teachers.
When students get into arguments with their parents, they come and talk to us. Afterwards, they are able to understand and appreciate how much their parents love them.
Tzu fathers and Ida mothers also visit the students' homes, hoping to share the spirit of Tzu with parents while allowing them to witness the growth and change in their children.
His daily routine has changed for the better. If a child doesn't become bad, that's better than anything else.
With over 800 volunteers helping out at the Tainan Tzu Senior High School, students grow up in an environment where they are surrounded by love, and in return, they also learn how to spread this love to others.
In Malaysia, Tzu volunteers from the Tzu Malacca chapter have recently reviewed their scholarship program and decided to introduce the New Shoot Scholarship, which rewards students for filial piety, scholastic achievement, academic improvement, outstanding achievement, and full attendance.
Buying groceries, performing household chores, and looking after the seniors at home, these students are the New Shoot Scholarship recipients. Placing an emphasis on students' academic progress and moral behavior, this year the Tzu Malacca chapter reviewed their scholarship aid program and decided to implement the New Shoot Scholarship program.
We want to motivate these underprivileged students, and we hope that through these awards we can boost their morale and change their approach to their studies, as well as assure them that they may continue their studies with peace of mind.
As it's the first time the scholarship program has been run, community workers visit the students every month to follow up on their progress. Tzu volunteers together with the Tzu Teachers Association's teachers promote the scholarship program at various schools.
In the past, we only nominated candidates, but we didn't follow up. With this new scholarship program, teachers are helping to monitor the students' year-round progress, and we check their booklet regularly.
Introduced this April, this booklet enables students to set their own goals for areas of self-development, which will also serve as the basis for evaluation by the volunteers. There are over 1,600 forms. The volunteers not only need to review each student's report, but the commentary in the booklet as well. Stacks and piles of forms and the rigorous selection work is to ensure the scholarship will assist and encourage as many exceptional students as possible.
This year, our scholarship categories include awards which address filial piety, scholastic achievement, academic improvement, outstanding achievement, and full attendance.
The introduction of the New Shoot Scholarship program provides opportunities to motivate the students with their studies and encourage them to develop good moral behavior.
In today's feature report on Taiwan's fading trade, we meet another sculptor, one who turns blocks of gold into beautiful works of art. In Lugang, Zhanghua, Zheng Yingxie has devoted himself to the world of gold sculpting. Today, his son is also taking on the family baton, and the pair vows to ensure the tradition shines on. Traveling in Lugang, Zhanghua, one can immediately sense the artistic touch of the town. Hidden in an alley behind a historical site is a unique store of which all the tour guides make a special mention.
The owners of the store, they make really special teapots made from gold.
Zheng Yingxie was originally a goldsmith, but with a strong passion for gold sculpting, he entered the industry some 30 years ago.
The basic requirements for becoming a gold sculptor are first, physical strength, second, patience, third, determination, followed by skills, good vision, and wealth. You can't do without any of these attributes.
Though there were many challenges ahead, Zheng never gave up and often went home with wounds and scars on his arms.
There was an explosion and my arm was severely burned. It was back in the 60s. I didn't see doctor and only applied toothpaste. Some of my hair was also burned. I still have a scar here.
With persistent determination, Zheng eventually became a well-known gold sculptor. The gold sculptor first heats up a block of gold, and when it turns a red color, he flattens it before starting on the carving work. But the real challenge is yet to come.
Before you craft a Buddhist statue, you must first understand the character of gold and where to make the first cut, what to carve first and what to carve later, as well as get the timing of your polishing right.
Apart from wearing reading glasses, Zheng also uses a magnifying glass when he is at work.
My eyesight is deteriorating with gold. When you get to a certain stage, the gold will shine and be reflected, so we will have to pay more attention. It is quite tiring for my eyes.
Yingxie's masterpiece is based on the theme of welcoming Mazhu, which took years to complete. From the site decorations to the Mazhu temple and stage, as well as the 308 statues, each and every detail was made with wholehearted effort.
There are 8 generals and each one has different weapons, and I must also carve their faces. As Mazhu is going on a tour, I need to create her 2 guards, 1,000-mile eye and with a winged ear.
To display the excitement of Mazhu's welcome, the sculptor crafts stage performances and participating followers. Zheng says his wife and children have been the support that has motivated him in times of difficulties.
As long as I think he's right, I will support him and not go against him. I will put his priority first. He is a great husband and we grew up together.
The happy and harmonious atmosphere at home has created a positive growing environment for Zheng's children. The sculptor's son, Zheng Xulong, also decided to take on the family baton.
My grandpa passed away before I was born. I often hear my dad talking about how difficult life was back then, but my grandpa was a hardworking man and he managed to raise a number of children. My father has had some 5 decades of experience in gold sculpting, and there is so much I can learn. I hope it will open up a window of opportunities. This is my future goal, and I will continue on this path for as long as I can.
Devoting themselves to the world of gold sculpting, the father and son pair vows to ensure the tradition shines on.
Back to Malaysia, since the establishment of the Tzu Taman Surya recycling station, many elderly housewives found happiness through sorting recyclables. They say it is hard work, but it keeps them happy and healthy, and they also hope to inspire nearby residents to help turn the community into an eco-friendly one.
Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Shen Peilan, Luo Qinglan, and another volunteer go around the nearby shopping district to collect recyclables. The volunteers say they are like the publicity boards of the recycling station.
老板，现在我们拿了，可不可以？ 啊，可以拿。你知道他们拿的盒子去哪里做吗？做环保啦。现在再这样子去。
It is great to walk around the community in the morning. The recyclables we pick up don't make a lot of money, but when others see us collecting them, it inspires them to join in. It is great.
Shen Peilan is a housewife and Luo Qinglan is a retiree. They say the environmental station is like their second home and has helped them rediscover happiness.
We can turn garbage into gold, gold into love, and that love can help a lot of people. Every Monday, Wednesday, and Friday, Sister Shen and I go around the community to pick up recyclables. It is a lot of hard work and the weather is really hot, but we can help those in need and save our planet.
Thank you.
Since the establishment of the Temensaria recycling station in July, the volunteers have collected approximately 4 tons of recyclables per month. By sorting the materials, the volunteers say they got rid of their bad shopping habit.
I learned not to be that wasteful. Before, I would just purchase anything I wished.
In the past, when I went on vacation, I would always come home with 2 or 3 extra suitcases. After becoming a recycling volunteer, I feel that I didn't need to purchase so many things anymore. Last month, when I went on a trip, I came back with only 1 suitcase.
We don't get paid, but we gain happiness, and that's why everyone is here.
With their giving hearts, despite the hard work, the recycling volunteers at the Tzu Temensaria recycling station are all smiles.
Staying in Malaysia, Tzu volunteers recently visited the home of care recipient Munu Sami, a victim of elephantiasis. As his health is not stable, the volunteers have been caring for him over the past 8 years. To help the ill man, the volunteers have not only fixed the roof of his house, but also installed a flush toilet for him.
Whenever it rained, Munu Sami and his family had to stay in the living room as the roof can no longer withstand the rain.
When the rain is big, the water will come down from here.
The zinc plate roof got blown away. That's why the house leaked.
Now it is very convenient. My children can sleep upstairs and I can sleep soundly down here.
To assist this family, the volunteers not only helped Munu Sami, who suffered from elephantiasis, fix his roof, but also built a flush toilet for him, as it is hard for him to use a squat toilet.
The bathroom is great. Now I can sit on the toilet. It is very convenient.
2 years ago, Munu Sami's condition worsened and had to undergo surgery. 4 months ago, moreover, his wife suddenly passed away. Luckily, love and care from Tzu volunteer Chen Feng helped him overcome his darkest days.
She is like my mother. When I was in the hospital, she came to visit me. When I cried, she cried too.
I am concerned about his wound. I hope it will recover very soon. He says that he will become a Tzu volunteer when he recovers from his sickness. This is something I look forward to.
I'm not that short-tempered anymore. My thoughts have changed too. We need to do good deeds, not bad deeds.
Thanks to the Tzu volunteers, Munu Sami realized that everything is in the chain of cause and effect, so he promises to walk the Tzu path and do good deeds when he recovers from his sickness.
At the end of today's program, we go back to Taiwan and join Tzu volunteers and Tzu Qings as they visit a local nursing home in Penghu. The students prepared songs and sang with the senior residents, and the presence of these young people put a smile to each of the residents' face. We'll leave you with these images. Thank you for tuning in. Goodbye.